Finn, it's almost a year to the day that we sat here when you first arrived at Franklin's Gardens, just try and sum up that 12-month period you've had here. It's gone by in a flash, hasn't it?
Yeah, obviously came and then was pretty much straight in the deep end, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I've absolutely loved my time here so far. The players, the coaches, the fans here, every chance I get to run out of Franklin's last year was an absolute pleasure. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and Northampton definitely my new home now. So yeah, loving my time here so far.
And it seems that you say you jumped in at the deep end and like a fish to water as well. What has it been about this club and this environment that's really suited you and allowed you to play your best rugby?
Yeah, I just feel like I've allowed to be me on and off the pitch. Just obviously the characters that we've got in the group. There's no cliques. There's no sort of judginess. It's just everyone being themselves. And I think if you're happy off the pitch, then you probably get the best out of yourself when you're on the pitch. So I think that's been a massive part of it. And obviously the style we play here, I think it suits the way that I try and play. So that's probably been a factor that's played its part as well.
How's it gone compared to your expectations? Because when you arrived, you had Dan Bigger as almost as a mentor, but he was in that 10 shirt. Fast forward 12 months, you've started in a Premiership semi-final. You've been involved in England camps. What were your expectations, and how has it weighed up?
Yeah, probably not to be doing this. I was sort of hoping that maybe this season I'd maybe have a pre-season, then hopefully start getting a few games under my belt. But obviously the way it happened last year with Biggs leaving and Jimmy having a few injuries at the start of the season gave me an opportunity, and I feel like I managed to take these opportunities fairly well. Obviously still I feel like I've got a lot to give, but yeah, in terms of where I thought I'd be to where I am now, I couldn't have imagined it to gone as well as I'd liked. So yeah, really happy with how the last 8 or 10 months went.
And those chances with England in those training camps, what do you pick up from that? Because it was obviously a new environment with Saints where you'd have learned a lot of different stuff. How about in those as well?
Yeah, obviously two very different styles. England try and apply a lot of pressure through their kicking game and their defensive game, and I think whilst it's probably something that wouldn't massively suit our strengths here as a club, I think there's definitely parts that I can try and bring back in terms of having a real fight in defence and maybe just at times how we could have managed the game slightly better last year in terms of kicking the ball and putting pressure back onto the teams, maybe instead of trying to run the ball to space. So there's definitely elements that I've learned, and it's just about trying to have that balance so that the team here can play as well as they can, and as a result of that, I'll hopefully have some good individual performances as well.
It's been a long pre-season. How have you boys handled that, and how much are you looking forward to getting involved over the next few weeks?
How have we handled it? You just sort of got to keep your head down and try not to complain too much. I think the after training coffees and complain and moan sessions in the Crooked Hooker have probably helped us get through a little bit. But yeah, it's here now, so all the hard work's done, and just buzzing and thankful to finally be able to get a game under my belt this weekend, hopefully.